Hello everybody, how you guys doing tonight? What is going on, Sectrix? I'm going to continue paint the zombie dragon and add a bunch of details to it. Get to a place where we feel like it's about finished. Go ahead and jump on in. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with base here. That's all. And on the base. It's everybody's weekend.
I believe, every day's a good day when you.
Hey, Gosu. Thank you, man, for the sub. How are you doing this evening? Old cruddy brush. This coat doesn't have to be great, because this is going under basing material, so probably end up doing a couple rocks. You know, we might do that. Might do that after this step. A couple little stones out. Our shading on this Terminator's done tonight. I finished up the pumpkin. Yeah, the pumpkin looks great, man. Pumpkin looks real good. Ooh, getting the termies going. What Terminators? Are these for your Iron Warriors or is it something else? Oh, for the Blood Angels, nice. Okay. Cool, man. Airbrush out today. I was actually Zen. Me and Zen were chilling, and he's actually found my. I thought I had another bottle of AK Clear Red. Just like grabbed it off the shelf that apparently I couldn't see on the paint shelf that it was on. So yeah, I thought I was out of Clear Red, but I'm not. Use that today and finish the red base coats on my Hinatai blades, Thousand Suns. Okay, like I said, this coat doesn't have to be perfect. I am going to take a smaller brush and we're going to paint in some of these like dirt areas on here. Nice find, yeah, just a spare bottle of paint. That stuff goes so quick though. I put red on about, or it was 9 of these guys. I got the coats of red on them. I had started, like I got like a first coat on everybody, and this is like coats 2 and 3 to get where I want it. And this was about half a bottle on 9 of these guys. Like, it just goes so quick. But yeah. What's up, Professor Grimm? They'll get their varnishes and stuff, and we'll do that. Let's see here. It does, yeah, it takes a lot, yeah. Some little stones out. If we can just add a little bit of texture. good angle. Okay. Couple of rocks here. We're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna glue our rocks. That's drying. We're gonna work on saddle here. S. Dennis, welcome. Welcome in. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. Had a pretty good weekend, all things considered. Actually, trying to figure out if Painting Sun is sick or not. He's kind of had a cough lingering for a while now, but saying his throat was hurting today, so I don't know if that means concerned about him getting sick or if it's just the weather side a bunch today or anything like that. So saddle, I think, ultimately doesn't matter a whole lot, at least on the saddle portion.
Look at me!
Ooh, Grim, looking in whips. Cool, cool. Let's take a look. Oh, working on the team. Nice. Nice. Like the choice of red armor, I believe the guy with the sword with his hand up in the air, like staring at his fingers. I have him painted. I painted him with red armor. It's the one I painted. The one that I own that I have fully complete, but they're looking great so far. The wings are looking really good. The horns on the big man on the left, really good effects on there. Great. During the wargaming side of the hobby, please talk me out of it. My wallet's not ready for knights. I don't know, man. I'm probably not the right person to talk you out of it. Play smaller point games first, and you work up to it. What you do. Whether you're playing Grey Knights or Imperial Knights, both of those are on the cheaper side of armies. So, you know, it's not all bad. Get some olive flesh here, and we're gonna mix that in. Build it up. Highlight color. Yeah, Gosu is right though. Each night is a commitment. I have never painted a Hey, Spill Ping Pong. What's up? You got a friend in Gosu there. Definitely not going to talk you out of the hobby either. I think we need this saddle to look particularly great, at least not in the middle. Wait a second, what? How many of these are you painting? This is my last one. I had 2 of these kits. Actually, thanks to Aslan Grants. He had a couple like start collecting boxes at a local store. Helped me get them a nice discount too. So yeah, I was able to get those start collecting kits, and they came. It was the yeah, this is Old World. This is for the Old World, the big rectangle base. But it was for Flesh Eater Quartz, because in that Flesh Eater Quartz set, every model in that set is usable for Old World vampire counts. I was like, man, that'd be the perfect set, because it retails at like $90. And yeah, and each of these dragons are like $60 or $70 retail. So you get 10 crypt ghouls in each set, and you get 3 of the what are they? The Vargheists or crypt horrors. So I made a lot out of those 2 boxes. It was pretty great. Paintings. Dedication isn't so scary. Who actually played 500-point games? I'd go with Blood Angels. Yeah. Dennis, I bet you could find people that would play 500-point. I think the biggest thing is just asking people. Just being willing to be like, hey, we want to play a couple 500-point games with me one day or something, and try to find people to meet you at your local store or something. One night. Yeah. Hey, Misfit, what's going on? Country recently, so to find some people who are willing to play. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So you got a couple limitations. Something you could also do, Dennis, if you want to play the game and you don't have quite the local community, you can, if you have a PC, you can look for a game on Steam called Tabletop Simulator. It retails $20. It is on sale every month for $10. And yeah, there are mods for that game, and there are 40k mods. There are mods for just about any miniature game you can think of. Yeah, there are 40k mod that's pretty popular actually. So, all right. Wade through my 58 warbands. Yeah, number 18. Oh my gosh. I swear you painted more than that. Okay. That's what we're gonna do. We got these stones here. Care if the super glue comes out a little jank. overflowing, because again, most of this stuff is going to be covered with a basing material. I am more concerned about the rocks staying in place than I am about how they specifically look around. On the connections. Do you have Discord? I do, Grogu2002. Can someone exclamation point Discord? Love seeing people's progress. If you'll notice, guys, the slideshow has been updated. Our community slideshow. So you can see works from members of our community. Yeah, it's all stuff you guys have painted. It's not my own stuff. I don't need to show off my own minis anymore. Yeah, this is your guys' stuff, so give a big shout out to Zendral27 for actually editing these photos to get them to work in the slideshow. So swing you to the painting part. S Dennis, 100%. I agree, and I am right there with you with playing, you know, tabletop games. Like, I play tabletop games because I like putting my painted minis on the table. And I like the visual and like the tactile aspect of it and everything. So I get it. I do get it. Okay, let's work on some musculature. That's what we're gonna work on. Base is done and rimmed black. Then I'll have absolutely no problem taking the day off or two. Yeah, okay, cool. RFND, what's going on? Watch for a bit. The ride home from work and reception is hit or miss. That's okay. Thank you for linking the Discord. It's my first mini. Nice. Yeah, we got. Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's like a good time capsule, right? And I save these photos too, like on my desktop, that you guys submitted with your with you know, your names on it and everything. So yeah, it's great to see. Okay, going to grab magenta. Yeah, it's magenta. Color is yeah, magenta. Grogu, thanks for jumping in the Discord, man. I'm gonna start doing some muscle stuff tomorrow. Okay. I finished those Emperor's Children. Ready to move on to the next thing. The next thing I have is 11 Star Wars Legion minis. So, gonna be painting some Star Wars Legion. That's Commander Cody, by the way. Got some clone. It's Clone Commando. So we're gonna be painting Clone Commandos. I'm painting 2 squads of Clone Commandos. One squad is going to be painted as Delta Squad, and the other one is like Omega Squad. I'd never heard of that, but apparently they wear like black armor. So we got them ready to go. That's gonna be on Tuesday this week. I'm gonna try to finish them real quick. This thing. I haven't painted Star Wars Legion in a while, so I am excited. After that, we got Old World to paint. As a commission, I got some Chaos stuff, some Warriors of Chaos stuff to paint. Just taking this this magenta and kind of following the musculature. What the muscle fibers are. Go pictures in Discord. Oh, cool. I'll take a look in just a minute, Grogu. I'm excited. Cool name, by the way. House is we're big Star Wars fans here. One moment, I'm gonna finish up this wing and then look on over and take a look. I want to get this done and have some fun with some washes. If I can do. Alright. Grogu. Oh man, you got Star Wars Legion stuff. I love it, dude. I love it. Oh, and I see Space Marines. What chapter is that with the purple and white? Are those like old school orcs? Oh, that's the commando team. Okay.
Every day's a good day when you paint.
Hey, Juzao, what's going on, dude? Age Sigmar looks like the starter set there. Very nice, dude. Very nice. Love it, Grogu. I play all of those games by Age of Sigmar, so I play way too many mini games, but lost the game of League of Legends. I'm so sorry. My experience with everyone I know who plays League of Legends, they like hate play the game. Because you can still win in this game and still not have fun. Yeah, those are the kind of games I distance myself from. I've never played League of Legends. Here, a resin mini I was painting. Hammer broke off. 45mm base dwarf. So plastic glue. Yeah, so plastic glue doesn't work on resin minis. You need super glue. You need old-fashioned CA glue. Yeah, that would be your problem. Big difference between the two types of glue. Plastic cement uses a straight up chemical reaction. Melts the plastic that it contacts. Then as it cures, it solidifies the two pieces together, bonding them. Super glue actually will glue things, like it gets between the two parts and it hardens on itself. So yeah, plastic glue does not work on resin. Paperclip with the hammer in the hand. Yeah, so you can pin it as well. Pinning is definitely a technique, but it's not going to work with plastic cement. It won't work with plastic glue. You have Star Wars Shatterpoint? Because next year I'm thinking about getting it started in Shatterpoint. I do not have Shatterpoint. No. I have some friends that started playing it, and that generally I think like the game, but I was considering getting into it with the the Ghost Crew, and because they announced it as like one set, and then I saw that they split it into two sets. I was like, I kind of wanted these to paint and maybe to game with a little bit, but I didn't want to buy two sets. That sounds dumb. I spent a lot of money in this hobby, but I have been a fan of Fantasy Flight games and smaller part of Atomic Mass games for years, and I'm kind of fed up with them a bit. So or flatten the two ends. Oh no. Yeah, no, the plastic glue does not work on resin. Plastic glue only works with the HIPS plastic, the high impact polystyrene, the specific kind of sprue laden plastic. It's alright though, we live and we learn. Hey Crucial Blue, what's going on, dude? Oh, I love it. How was your game yesterday? I was chilling in your stream all evening on Friday, and then mentioned you had a game, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go check it out, and then I completely forgot yesterday. So yesterday busy? I don't remember. I think yesterday was kind of busy. It was wild. Ooh, okay. Go to Terry needs a good paint job, yeah. Well, that's okay. Close game. Hey, that's good though. This was your first time using Magnus, right? No, okay, you went to an event, right? Or was it multiple games that you played, or was it just one? Cheapo Timu Dwarf. So yeah. Oh, sorry about that, Dennis. Hey man, just a tiny bit of super glue, and you'll fix it. You know what though? Your next mini will look better than this one. You're a great painter though, Dennis. I don't think you should feel bad. I mean, it sucks regardless to have things like that happen, but he's 2v2. Oh, okay, 1,000 points each side. Gotcha. Yeah, this guy bringing Magnus in a 1,000-point battle. Your blue is that guy. Is a TFG. Sit in whips. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. I mean, he does look really good, though. It's a great paint job. Yeah, Thinking Dad has never sounded so high ever. I'm trying to talk quietly. Family's sleeping. Our house carries sound really, really easily. So, I'm also pretty tired myself. And I'm dealing with the possibility of Painting Son might be sick, so oh man, I got a fun story for you guys from yesterday. So, Painting Son has a friend, lives down the street, and you know they wanted to have her over to play, and so they came over. Like mom dropped them off. They were playing. They went outside to play for a little bit because it was a beautiful day, and Sector is gonna paint Magnus. Oh man, yeah man, your Magnus will look great. Hope you enjoy the project though. So yes, this is the ASMR Dad. So I gotta get the mic real close. I can't get the mic any closer to my face. This position. But they're playing outside. I was like, while they're playing, they're occupying themselves. Painting Wife was outside with them, but they're just playing out front. And I was inside doing some work, but all of a sudden, Painting Wife yells in at me, said there was a motorcycle accident right outside. And I was like, what? Like, we live in like a little neighborhood, you know, like a little residential neighborhood. Like, what kind of motorcycle accident's gonna happen? Well, yeah, sure enough, I go outside and I see a very large man. You know, he's standing up and everything. Doesn't look like he's bleeding or anything, but he kind of picks up a bike, you know, motorcycle, and it's not a Harley. It's I don't know, or like a crotch rocket, I guess. But yeah, he picks it up and he kind of just starts, you know, he like looks at the car. Oh, okay. So he picks it up, he goes and looks at a car that was parked on the side of the street, and then he kind of takes his bike. He tries to start it and won't start. So he just takes it and he just starts walking with it. And we're like, hey man, you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. We're like, you want us to like call an ambulance or something? Because like he was kind of limping, and he's like, no, I'm good. Like, all right. Like, what? One of our other neighbors starts following him. And I, you know, calls somebody. I assume they call 911 or something, because motorcycle accident. My wife tells me the guy, she didn't see like the exact moment it happened, but she, when she looked, she heard something, and she looked over, and she said the guy and his bike were rolling, and then hit a car, like just straight up hit a car, like parked on the side of the street. Again, little residential neighborhood. There's like a curve on our road, like a gentle curve, and he rolled his bike. Yeah, and hit a car. So neighbor follows him. He takes his bike and he sets it like down next to this car down the street and like slowly starts walking back and then like starts checking out the car and everything. Well, we're like, okay, like seems like people have called things and yeah, there's more to this story. Uh well, so we're like, okay, we have 3 kids here right now because like the girl and like her little sister came over and played and all this stuff. We're like, let's just go inside, and it seems like other people are at their hand. Well, uh a little while later, we're they they called an ambulance and they called police, and so police are coming, they're talking to the guy, and ambulance is checking him out. He's apparently okay. He doesn't like the ambulance ends up leaving. Well, he gets into his buddy's like car, and the cops keep talking to him. And about this time, it's time to take the kids home. So we're like, oh cool, we're gonna walk right past, and maybe we'll hear something that's going on. So we're walking past, and this guy's sitting in a buddy's car, and the cop's like, I know you're lying to me. Can you just please stop lying to me and tell me, like, where's the bike? And we're like, wait a minute, this dude just crashed a motorcycle and just rolled it, and he hit it in the neighborhood? Like, what? So, painting wife pipes in. We're not completely sure what's going on yet. Yeah, oh shoot, I lost it. Yeah. And painting wife's like, she's like, hey, I saw it happen. She's like, if you have questions, like I can probably help answer some. So she ends up speaking with a police officer while I take the kids home. And and yeah, and well, we hear the cops ask at one point, like, we don't know where the bike is. And so I tell him, like, hey, he walked it right down to this house, like with this like rundown truck here, and then he started walking back. So I assume someone took it then, if it's gone from that spot. Yeah. Well, take the kids home, whatever. Spoke to the police. We come back, and the owner of the car that was hit was outside kind of looking at his car and everything, and we walked by, and he thanked us for speaking to the police, and we kind of asked, like, what's going on, and he's like, the guy was obviously intoxicated somehow, and they think the bike was stolen, which is why he hit it. So good call, Dennis. Yep, bike was stolen. And yeah, and the guy said, he heard something hit. He was inside. He went out to look, and the guy was out there, and so he went to talk to the guy, and the guy's like, real cool about it. He's like, let me go get this stuff. I can't remember what he told him he was gonna go get. He's like, let me go get this stuff, and my insurance information, I'll bring it back. It's it's on my bike. And the guy's like, no. He's like, you're not going anywhere. He's like, you can go somewhere when the authorities show up. Like I know how this is gonna go. Like, I'll be right back, and then he just never shows up. So smart on that guy. But yeah, I don't know if they ended up taking that guy, or if they let him, go home with his, buddy or whoever picked him up, or what. But stole a motorcycle, probably intoxicated, just crashing a bike in my neighborhood, rolling into someone's car. This is a big guy too. Like, he was, I don't know. I'm not saying I hating any large people here, but I would estimate this dude was pushing 400 pounds, riding a crotch rocket. Fun times. The big standout of that conversation, though, we were talking to the owner of the car that got hit, and I'm assuming his girlfriend or friend who was kind of out there with him. And they were just kind of chatting with us, and they were like, yeah, I was just the guy he was visiting. He doesn't even live there, but he's like, you know, we just got here, like we got inside, we were about to play some board games, and you know, and then this happened, and the one thought in my head was, what kind of board games you playing? Like, do we have a friend down the street here that plays board games? I didn't know people on our street played board games. We have a very particular type of person that lives in my area, and they are not the board game type of people. So it's a Saturday night, and you guys are in your pajamas playing board games. Like, this is... I know, I didn't ask him, and I regret it. But I feel like if I asked him what board game he was going to play, it was going to lead to a conversation way longer than I wanted to have with just like a stranger at, you know, 6:45 in the evening. So yeah, I didn't follow up. Skulls. Flesh here. You wouldn't wonder the same thing, Blue? Talking to someone and, you know, I don't know what kind of board games they're playing. Get on that Misconnections Ohio board? Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, they know where we live. They want to talk board games. Yeah, you would have just... Yeah. The social butterfly. That is Crucial Blue would have asked. Yep. That's what I did on my Saturday night last night. You played board games? Did you really? Did you go play board games, dude? Were you there? Were you the one I was speaking to whose car got hit by a motorcycle in my neighborhood? What's up, Zen? Oh no, okay, that wasn't you. Alright, I wasn't talking to Zendral. Different. I'm just telling everybody a story about how last night my wife's son and some of his friends were playing out front, and a drunk man on a stolen motorcycle rolled it down my street and hit somebody's car on the side of the road. It's great. Silver, what's going on, man? Jumping on YouTube. How you doing, man? It's the first bit of convo, definitely not. At this point, you struck up a conversation. Yeah. Did you imagine that? Like, I just see him and his bike was hit, and like, oh, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, man, we were just playing board games. He's like, oh, board games, huh? No need to render medical aid at this point. I don't know, what if they're playing some kind of weird board game though? What would be, okay, what would be your example of a weird board game? Like, you walk up to people playing a board game, and you see them playing this board game, and you're like, no, I'll pass. Like, these are not my people. What board? Twister? Is Twister a board game? Okay, it's everybody. It's Twister. All right, yeah, that's fair. All right, yep. Twister has a mat. It doesn't have a board. I guess there's this. It has a spinner. Fair though. Fair though. Arkham, so they classify as underground. Yeah, Arkham's pretty popular though. Like, it's very much like a board game person kind of game though, right? Like, it's like the people have moved past Catan and they're playing Arkham now. Proxy for a Vampire Lord and a Zombie Dragon. It's a gigantic bat. That's awesome. Yep, I have a gigantic undead bat as well. But it's plastic one, it's not proxy. Ouija board? A Ouija board? Or a Luigi board? Whatever. Oh, that guy had 2 videos that were hilarious, and that was all he had. The Am I Regat, and the Ouija board. Okay, something I want to do. Where is color? The Waluigi board. Never gets invited to any of the Nintendo parties. See, when we play Mario Party, it's slightly different than what you're talking about, but we take Waluigi a lot. I take Waluigi a lot because I enjoy his funny sounds and his goofy look. Romantic side, always having a rose on him. Tokaido. Oh, cool. Yeah. I have heard and seen that game quite a bit. Yeah, it's like a very like man, Japanese like style board games are always so like they're like pretty to look at and like very, I don't know, they're always very like not like super competitive games, right? It's very much about like going through the process. Luigi's Mansion? Waluigi's one-room slumlord apartment. Oh no. Just like a 5-minute game. Okay. Different sculpts of it. One on the ground, one mounted on 2 pillars. Very cool. So it's an STL then. Fun and strategic. I enjoy it even though I came in last. I won the settlement game by landslide. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Hold on. You played a game where you roll 2-sided runes and make a background story for your RPG character, and a 3rd settlement building game, wooden house and hexagon tiles. Was that is that Catan? Settlers of Catan? Well, wooden house and hex tiles seems like Catan. Topic jump. Open turquoise to paint the lid. Oh yeah, that paint is gorgeous, isn't it, Blue? Yeah. It absolutely is an amazing paint. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's Aramon Blue, but better in every way. The title. Cool, okay. Getting some of the. This is Army Painter, like. Up in this, basically where bone meets flesh. Like. Got up by the teeth. Oh, they're physical 3D models. Okay. I've seen a lot of STLs or stuff like that, but that's really cool. Yeah, I ended up pulling the trigger and buying. I bought 40k Risk. I think the Painting Son's gonna really like it, so he enjoys Risk. The times we played, and I think this will be something fun to play. I've always enjoyed a Risk game too. So Zen, you're gonna have to come over and play 40k Risk with us sometime. Yeah, regular turquoise is incredible blue. It is one of my favorite colors. But dark turquoise is just, ooh, it's so like good and vibrant. Great color. Glory of Galactic Conquest. Yeah. Are you talking about oh, well, this is a planetary game. So, Dennis, yeah, there is a 40k Warhammer 40k branded Risk. Um, there are 5 colors, and it's actually 5 different races in the game. Space Marine, Orcs, Eldar, Gene Stealer cults, and I can't remember the other one. Last one might be Chaos Space Marines, maybe. Um, yeah, you have little miniatures to represent your armies. There are like command cards that do different things. I don't know what else goes into the game, but sure it'll be more simple than I would like. But I hope it gets a good like theme. That's my biggest hope. Just a thematic game. One game I always wanted, but I don't know if I'd ever find someone to like sit down and play it with me or a group of people. But I always wanted War of the Ring. Considered like one of the best board games ever. It's Lord of the Rings. You literally play the war, like the War of the Ring, like the war. Training armies of like elves and Ents and Rohirrim and orcs and trolls and just all kinds of crazy stuff like that, while trying to get Frodo trying to get the ring to the to Mount Doom. It's awesome. Well, yeah, in Gosu, I did finish. I did finish the season of Rings of Power. Isn't that the game with an instruction book that's like a mile long? Probably, probably. I have never heard of anybody hating that game that played it. So that's generally considered like one of the best board games ever made. Taking this green, guys. This guy look a little more paid. Oh, that's like something North Africa. It's like the war for North Africa or something. North African campaign or something like that. Yeah, it's like a World War II yeah, like North Africa simulator. Where someone like a group of people played it and it took them like 15 years. Campaign for North Africa, that might be it. Yeah, I know what you're talking. That is not War of the Ring. Yeah. Gloomhaven is another one that's considered like one of the best board games, and that game was always one that looked amazing to me. The thing about Gloomhaven though is it's a legacy game. Even if it doesn't call itself a legacy game, it is very much a legacy game. So you need a dedicated group to really like be able to sit down on a regular basis and play. One of our games I played, I'm a little jealous, man. The worker's trying to get her into it. Took one look and vomited. Jeez. Don't you play Warhammer? Yeah, the box for that game is massive. Yeah. I remember when that thing released. It was hilarious seeing it in the store. Just like how giant that game is. Yeah, because what it has, though, Lou, is... oh man, Malifaux. We got, we're Spilled Paint Pod. He's a Malifaux player. I'd be more than happy to tell you about it. So one of the things the game has, so it's like an RPG adventure. So you have a character, you level that character up, you go on adventures, and then there's basically a city where you stop and you do things, and your character can eventually retire. They can do so many things, or they could die or whatever, but they can actually retire in the game. And the character selection is you literally, I don't know if you roll dice or how it works, but there are little boxes that are like numbered or something in there, and you basically get one of those boxes, and in the box is your new character with its, you know, its own miniature and like all the rules necessary to play that character. But the whole thing is like it's supposed to be like a mystery. Like you don't know what the character is or who it's going to be. Gloomhaven is the name of that game. And so you continue on this adventure. And you play, yeah. Malifaux is more like a tabletop war game or a tabletop skirmish game. I'm not familiar with Malifaux though. Yeah, and you can get it on. Is it a mod for Tabletop Simulator or is it its own game? Bought the Sherlock Holmes game. Didn't make it through this setting everything up before I gave up. Oh, that sucks. I have a game I would love to play. Man, I'm so excited. But you know what? Painting Son might unironically like this game. He's been learning about ancient history in his second grade class. And yes, he might like this. But I have a game. It is called Mare Nostrum. It's a standalone game. Oh, cool. All right. Mare Nostrum is a tabletop, kind of a 4X like civilization builder a little bit in board game form, where there's like 4 or 5 different ways you can win. And I think it's a 5-player game, and it all takes place, you know, around Mare Nostrum, which is the Mediterranean Sea. And you can be, let's see, Romans, Greeks, Persians, Carthaginians, No, that's it. Romans, Greeks, Persians, Carthaginians. Else? They have an expansion where it actually adds Atlantis, which is pretty crazy. But there's like some myth involved in the game and everything. But basically, a turn starts and you get like, you have resources and you earn resources from the territories you have, and you can train armies or castles basically. But the whole game focuses around trade, so it takes resources, and there's 13 different resources I think in the game. And so you're basically in like this bid and like take system where you're offering up resources to trade and people can take it. It's like this whole trade phase of the game. And no, Jin, yeah. I've never played Jin. But yeah, and then you use those resources and you can do stuff like build more armies and take your armies and try to conquer other people's territories. Or you can build wonders, and wonders give you like crazy bonuses. Like landmarks basically that give you bonuses. And hey, John Locke, what's going on? It sounds a bit like Civ, right? You can also train heroes, and heroes give you crazy bonuses too, but it's random, the heroes that you get. So you might not always, I think it's random. You might not always get good heroes. But yeah, dude, thank you so much for the sub, John Locke. I appreciate it, dude. I really do. Dragon's coming along well. Doing some rhyming, I guess. But yeah, you can build, so some of the victory conditions, one is, I think if you hold 3 capitals total, so your capital and you conquer 2 players, basically. That's one way to win. Another way to win is by having so many heroes, so you keep like training heroes, basically. And another way to win is like to build, I think it's like to build the wonder. It's basically like the pyramids of Giza. And to build that, it sounds super simple, but it's really difficult. And it's basically, you get access either through trade or conquering or something. It's like 13 different resources, and you just need to spend one of each. And if you do that, you build the wonder and you win. Yeah, it's really cool. Ranky Fingers, Zombie Bunny, what's going on, guys? Blood Dragons are almost always great. The Tomb King's Dragon is just excellent. That's good to hear, man. Good. I haven't seen that many in person, I don't think. We're messing around with a green wash, just trying to add some like decay to the zombie bit of the dragon. We're doing some kill team stuff. Nice. Very nice. I got some brushing done today. Pretty happy about that. I don't know, Zen, are you still in chat? Yeah, I got something I need to tell you. so happy about this. Trying to finish more Blood Angels. Very nice. Man, we got all the Blood Angels people. Chat tonight. I'm here painting. Okay. Oh, you're painting. What? I'm trying to be quiet. Family's sleeping. So for Zen, yeah, we might not be hanging out tomorrow. There's a chance. Painting Son is, his cough has kind of lingered, and he was feeling pretty cruddy today. It was enough to like be acting different, but not enough to like where we canceled everything we were doing today and just stayed home. But he was complaining that his throat was hurting and stuff, so there's a chance I might just need to take him to the doctor tomorrow, especially with this cough that's lingered. So I don't know. Is this totem? It's a giant magnifying glass laser style. What? I have no idea what you're saying, Troy. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Sunday night stream. We gotta be nice and quiet for everybody. Yeah, I'll let you know. Painting Son after his soccer practice. Like, my throat's been kind of hurting all day. We're like, why didn't you tell us? Okay. Something's done there. Another little bit more. These stones here. Yeah, they are Nurglings. Yeah. Hey, you're a raptor. Good morning to you. Hope you're ready for a great Monday. Need to wake up first. That's fair. That's fair. Quite tired myself. Oh, all right. Dark warm gray. This week on stream, I'm going to be painting Star Wars Legion minis. So that should be fun. Things. Yeah, I can assure you, you are conscious. Yep. Tops of the rocks matter, the lower parts don't really matter. Covered up in facing material. Not that big a deal. Fresh coffee, nice. Need a good name for this SOT sorcerer. Okay. Ooh, SOT, all the Scarabit cult. Okay. Atep. I don't know. What's good? Aphosis. Can be. Who else? There's another good. Just name him Ozek. Say no, it's the other one, not Aramon. Yeah. A cup of coffee does sound really good right now. Oh, I do have to tell you guys. Alright. This is personal painting dad nonsense, not relevant to anybody else, but as of today, I have officially lost 30 pounds. Finally. So, my goal, my original goal was 35 pounds. I'm still working toward that goal. But I might... Little Azek, yeah, there you go, yeah. Thank you. But yeah, so... Down 30 pounds, really close. I've been struggling these past, like, two or so weeks. Like, my weight has just plateaued. Plateaued really hard. So... Change some things up. Hoping it helps. Thank you. I'll never tell my ideal weight. I can tell you guys how much I weigh. It's my turn to do just that, yeah. Plan it out, man. You gotta plan it. It's difficult sometimes. 16 books in the Horus Heresy. The part I hate the most is falling in love with these characters that fall to chaos, yeah. And the ones that fall to chaos end up being some of the most interesting ones too, right? Security cat, yeah. Does it happen? Yeah. Yeah, Raja, yep. Hit that pretty hard. I do want to thank, in particular, you guys have all been really helpful when we talk about this stuff, but Gosu has been helpful. I was just chatting with him about it the other night. And that was really nice, so. Yeah, I'm currently listening through Magnus Magister Prospero, his Primarch book. So, Sir Blame, what's going on? Hey, Blame, your minis are up on the community slideshow right now. Look at that. Good timing. Yeah, I've lost 30 pounds. Current goal is 35 pounds. But I would like to lose an even 40. Present painting dad is saying that. He's an angle from the Hebans. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Old Go sucked. Like those characters wouldn't be a tragic story. That's true. That's true. That's what got me to love Thousand Sons lore so much, was reading Thousand Sons. And just like the absolute tragedy of everything. Of them like trying to do everything right. Being loyal to the Emperor and like all this stuff, and just the Emperor refusing to like tell Magnus anything that's going on. Tuvon, welcome in. dinosaur. Go home from LARP. Oh, nice. Yeah, long weekend then. Like that for such a powerful psyker is trying to do the, like, yeah. Back into. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Ridiculous. Makes you think of it's like helicopter parenting, right? Like, do everything to protect your kid from everything through their, you know, all their teenage years and everything, and then when they grow up and they go out and do things on their own, like, they're gonna have no idea how to process or handle or how to deal with their mistakes or anything like that. So I'm even a bit more conflicted. Oh, okay. Huh. That's why Minnie has 9 to 5. Exactly, yeah. Child labor laws are creating a... No, a big fan of, you know, letting your kids fail is good. They learn how to deal with it while they're kids. Adults, they don't grow up and like all of those adults that we see. Don't need to name. Or dealt with failure. Can't handle losing. Space Wolf fans since I was a teenager. Now I don't look at them the same since reading 1,000 Suns. Good Misfit. You know what, Misfit? Listen. I'm gonna open up here for a second. I do not like the Space Wolves. I never have. For many reasons. One of those reasons being the Horus Heresy stuff, but I throw a lot of flames at Space Wolf fans, you know, pun intended, but hearing a Space Wolf fan, you know, saying those kind of words about how, you know, reading the tragedy that is the 1,000 Suns changing their mind about Space Wolves means a lot. There's a lot of character, Misfit. It really does. When I put the series down for a bit, I don't remember much of it. I need to pick that up, though. Yeah, I've read 1,000 Suns, I think, 4 times. I have never read any of the Horus Heresy books more than once, but I read that one 4 times. Calm down, Blue. Calm down. Alright. Oh, what else we got? Yeah, it's my favorite.
I believe every day's a good day when you paint.
Tomahawk Warrior, thank you for the sub, man. I do want to remind you guys, on Sunday, this next Sunday, not today's Sunday, but next Sunday, yeah, John Locke, killing me, dude. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, and we're giving away a Foxbite miniature painting handle. So you can enter that giveaway by using channel points, and it's completely free. Or if you're a member of the Patreon, you get an extra giveaway entry. So just an entry there. So if that is something you are interested in, yeah, you can enter in with the channel points or not. The channel points redemptions are saved, you know, when you submit it. So just do that and you're good. Hey, Nemesis, what's going on? I've heard Infinite and Divine is the most amazing book ever. I have not read it yet. I do have it. I haven't read it yet. And John Locke, so perfect. You know, I have a buddy that plays Space Wolves, and he actually made the comment about how the kids did. Yeah, no problem. RFND, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate you hanging out with us. He said he read Prospero Burns, which is a Space Wolf novel. You know, it's for the Space Wolf's perspective of Prospero. And he said he read that, and he's like, I read that and I thought it was gonna give like a good perspective on like why Space Wolves do what they do. I don't like the Space Wolves. It's like I think a lot less of them now after reading that book. And I ended up reading that book just because he told me that, and I was like, yep. Yeah, it makes them look just as bad. Like there's nothing that makes Space Wolves like redeemable in this book. Just to shove it. Yeah. You know, one of the reasons I'm not a fan of Space Wolves, and you got more pics in Discord. Cool. I'm gonna check it out here in a minute. Games Workshop does not let Space Wolves lose. Like Ultramarines lose stuff. Space Wolves don't. In Space Wolves, it gets beyond ridiculous when you have someone like Lucas the Trickster, who's like a sergeant, like a Bloodclaw sergeant. And he just like straight up, like, you know, his name's the Trickster, so he fools Magnus the Red. He literally does like a look over there and then like wins the battle. Yeah, the fact that Space Wolves were able to just straight up kill like a Grey Knight commander and defy the Inquisition and like openly fight against the Inquisition, and the Inquisition's like, no, that's cool, we forgive you, our bad. Like that doesn't sit right with me for like lore purposes. They Mary sued the Mary Sues. Like Grey Knight's supposed to be the Mary Sues. What's his name would not be too happy about that. But yeah, you know, people talk about Ultramarines getting, you know, being the poster boys and stuff, which, you know, they are the poster boys, but Ultramarines lose stuff, and it makes factions more interesting when they deal with loss. And Space Wolves just don't. It's like they never learn a lesson. Yeah, the namespace just kills Ghazghkull. Yeah, yep. Yeah, I agree. And they're just like, yeah, this guy, this rando here just kills Ghazghkull. Yeah, like Black Templar, like Black Templars and Ultramarines kind of have like clout, right? Right, Dennis? Like, I could see Ultramarines doing something like that after Guilliman returned. Before Guilliman returned, probably not, but after Guilliman returned, I'm sure they could stand up to the Inquisition. Black Templars just would not care. Like, what are you gonna do? Make us go on crusade? Like, okay. Yeah, no problem. Okay, welcome in though. Yeah, so Space Wolves kind of, man, they really made them kind of like the Mary Sue. Like, it's cool that they, you know, the whole story is like alright and stuff, the Months of Shame or whatever, but it just reinforces the Space Wolves will never lose. They'll never learn a lesson. They'll never have anything bad happen to them. Yeah. The gray blue kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Their heresy color scheme is way better. The like deep gray looking. And when Guilliman brought them the Primaris tech, but instead of letting Primaris Marines into their ranks as brothers, they made one go out into the wastes of Fenris. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Flesh Terrors also avoid excommunication. Yeah, that's true. Good paint for basing rocks. That's true. That is. It is blue. Yes. My Magnus Mini has Dead Space Wolves on his base. Quite a bit. I'm kind of annoyed with him in 40k. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't care what faction you guys like, in all honesty. You like Space Wolves, I'm going to give you a hard time, but it's cool. Yeah, the Grey Knights should have Exterminatus, the Wolves after that. They should have Duvon. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I listened to a book review of the book called The Wolf Time. which is when they were introduced to Primaris. Now let me explain to you guys what the wolf time is, if you're not familiar. Wolf time is a prophecy from the Space Wolves. They said the wolf time is when Leman Russ comes back, and the wolf time only happens when the Space Wolves are at their most dire. So their chapter's about to die, and then Leman Russ shows up and saves them. Yeah, Luna Wolves are super cool. Yeah, they're the better of the Wolf Legion. So in the book The Wolf Time, you know, story that's definitely about Leman Russ coming back, right? The Primaris show up, and Logan Grimnar won't have anything to do with it because he wants his chapter to die, so Leman Russ comes back. That's his whole thing. Is like, no, we gotta die. No, we can't take reinforcements because we're supposed to die off. So reinforcements come. Or so Leman Russ comes as reinforcements, basically. So he refuses them the whole time. And then at the very end of the book, Leman Russ doesn't come back, so it's not wolf time. But also, it just skips to like an epilogue, and Logan Grimnar is like, yeah, Primaris are cool. Yeah, they're brothers, whatever, and like that's the book. Yeah. But like they call it the wolf time, it's not even the wolf time. You know? Like the wolf time is, it has to be wolf something. And the wolf time is when the great wolf comes back to wolf on the wolves. And wolf all over here. Yeah, they got Angie. Yeah, that's right, they did. Oh man, what should I do? Wash down this rock a little bit. Yeah. Russ is probably the next Primarch that comes back. What are they gonna call the novel then when he comes back? Is it Wolf Time 2 Electric Boogaloo, or is it something else? Because they already kind of, you know, messed up titling a novel The Wolf Time and not having it be The Wolf Time. No, I don't think it's gonna be, as much as I want Vulcan to be the one. I don't think it's gonna be Vulcan. It's gonna be Leman Russ. Be, I think, the most likely. If not Russ, then it's Corax. GW doesn't care for many chapters. Ask any Imperial Fist player what GW thinks of their chapter. It's Wolfen time, yeah. That he wolfs all over the place, yeah. That's so perfect, yep. What happens? Leman Russ just comes and poops on the rug, and everybody's like, really? Really, man? Yeah, Corax actually has a description of like his like being in the warp. No, he basically he spends his time in the warp haunting Lorgar as like a terrifying bird creature. Yeah, he's harassing Lorgar. That's what he does. Say something about the Emperor? Like something? No, I mean, I don't want anything definitive about the Emperor. We kind of ruin the mystery, right? Yeah, I do think a bird of prey. Yep, I do think Corax and Russ will both be like. I really hope Russ is. I hope Russ is a hideous demon. But by God, if he has a tail, I'm never gonna stop laughing if they give Leman Russ a tail. But could you imagine? Yeah, I think he's gonna be like chaos mutated and warped, and I really hope that leads into like the Imperium just like this whole like anti-hero not being accepted by the Imperium, you know, like the Lion and Gilliman were. Because I think that would make for a really interesting story, especially for such a like Mary Sue chapter, like the Space Wolves, as like an outcast chapter. Who's the main chapter the Emperor's Children fought? Their big like best friends thing was on Isfahan 5, and it was against the Iron Hands. It was when Fulgrim killed Ferrus Manus, killed the Iron Hand himself. Russ gets a tail, still Imperium, siding with Chaos Undivided. Yeah, yep. I will start a Chaos army if Russ has a tail. 40k Thousand Suns will happen. A certain portion being 100% of them. I guess one is a portion of one, right? We're talking fractions here. Rokodorn's demon form is just a rook from chess. Yeah. He's just literally a brick wall. That is Rokodorn, and he is like pure bliss. It is Slaaneshi possession at its finest. The man will never leave the warp, partially because he has no legs to move, but also because he just loves it. Evolved, performing a psychic scream in the 2 battles that both Thousand Suns book and Russ. No, I don't think Russ performed any psychic screams. Trying to think of what battle. Are you talking about the battle in like the fighting the bird people, or the battle on Prospero? The turquoise and gold, yeah. Yep. I have this really nice ink that I used on the rubrics that I have painted. It is cerulean blue. Absolutely gorgeous color. But it's an ink, and that was when I was when I painted those rubrics blue first and then put the gold on them. I would not do that again. Battle fighting the bird people. I don't think he did like a psychic scream. No, I don't remember that. Vulcan's demon form would be pretty cool, yeah. Hey Spitfire, what's up, man? Wolf with a wolf head and a tail. Oh my god, guys, there's plenty of art on that, on Russ that looks like that. Even though it's possible in All Death Company. Yeah, you can definitely do All Death Company. Both times Armon and other Thousand Suns were overwhelmed by a force from the Space Wolves. So in do a psychic scream? Can't. Went to a Ren festival today. Oh, cool. Very cool. Moon paints that way apparently. He stopped in my stream on Friday. Oh no. Was your stream on Friday? I guess I showed up a little later, so yes, guys, we got people's we got updated slideshow. So there you go. I believe there are exactly 69 photos scrolling through that slideshow. Hey, Riot Sister, welcome in. Yep. Yeah, for reasons. Yeah, I think a lot of people do the blue than gold. Oh man, I'm sure there is a ton of work I can do on this, but I am tired. Let's let's do this. Let's do this. I love how that scene when they're fighting on that planet and they're taking the capital city, and the Thousand Sons take like the library, like the grand library of this city, like this whole civilization, and the Space Wolves are trying to cross the bridge to get to the Thousand Sons to like stop them from to burn down the library, basically. Like that's what they want to do. So Thousand Sons, to stop them, there is one guy, one rando Thousand Son that just he's a Pavoni caster, like he uses his Pavoni powers like biomancy, and he physically stops like a company of Space Wolves by himself, just freezes them in place. And he notes for he does it for a long time too, but they note that he's holding back, like he's trying not to kill them, all of them at once, by just making their blood boil. It's just like a Thousand Sons, dude. And he eventually, he does it for so long though, like it becomes such a problem that he ends up like being taken by the flesh change and stuff, and like turns into a chaos spawn and everything. But the fact that just 1,000 Sons rando just like could kill an entire Space Wolf company with like no weapons, it's insane. Yeah, the power level difference between, you know, Chad Thousand Sons, Virgin Space Marine, basically, is that meme. Yeah, Blue, and that's the story too. Blue is like Horus was terrified of the Thousand Sons, and he knew they would be a massive threat. So having this weird like ambush thing that you know he was able to use Russ to go like take him out early was like, it was like a huge win for him. Tons of jump packs, unique character models. You know, someone told me they posted pictures. Yeah. Look at the base. I love it, dude. Who was this? This was said system Nemesis. Yep. Yeah, dude, I see your little what is that thing called? Little jet guy. Your base work is incredible though. Magnus was duped, yeah, or Russ was duped, Magnus wasn't. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Magnus went all ultra depression though. Yeah, not only was Russ duped, he won that battle, and then he wrote a book on how to kill Space Marines and then gave it to Horus. Like, look what I did. Yeah, it's the Storm Town. That's what it's called. I couldn't remember what it's called, but yeah, great work, man. Looking good. Oh man. What else I got, guys? Good progress. I think this week on my own time, I think I might. So, guy, this is the guy that's writing it. I figured I was gonna give him blue armor. He's just sitting on some blue tack. But yeah, we're gonna paint this guy. He'll end up sitting up here. Discord link when he posts. Yeah,
every day's a good day when you paint.
Let's see. We're gonna do this. I'll get you the Discord link. There we go. Sent to both of them. Just posting the same thing multiple times. Misfit, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate it. Guys, again, we got a giveaway at the end of this month, and I think I have giveaways set through the rest of the year, so you can keep saving. We're doing the miniature painting handle this coming Sunday, so you have to be entered by the end of October, which I believe Thursday is the last day of October. It's Halloween, so have those entries in by Thursday, by the end of Thursday, and then or sign up for the Patreon. Any dollar amount will get you an extra entry into the the giveaway. So do that and you'll be set. But yeah, give me that miniature painting handle. I think it's like a $40 value. That, and I'll send it to you. But we'll do that drawing on Sunday. But in the meantime, I'll be back Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern to stream. We're going to be painting Star Wars. That's what we're doing in Nightbot. But yeah, painting some Star Wars, some clones. Should be a good time. A lot of fun. I'm painting Delta Squad, if you guys are familiar, but we're painting a clone commando squad like Delta Squad. So, it'll be really. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna jump off tonight. Yep, call it there. I'm gonna go to bed early. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Tomorrow is a good day. So, you'll have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day tomorrow, and I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye, everybody.